Right, this is the Loretta Expressway, the depot in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and these are all the luxury minivans going. And they're using the new motorway from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville, which has just opened on the 1st of October. And the 1st of October to the end of October, it's free to use the new expressway. From November the 1st, one way is $12.50 for these vans to use. So the price will probably go from $15 up to about $16 to cover for the new motorway. So I'm going to go to Sihanoukville today and return at 2 p.m. So we're going on these luxury minivans, and because I booked early, you book number 2 seat, which is right up in the front there on the left hand side. Number 1 is right in the middle. So if there's 2 or 3 years travelling, you can book number 2 seat and then just change over halfway so you both get to see the best view and take some good photography. So I actually booked my tickets in town rather than come out to the depot, and the tickets are $15. If you come to the depot, they're $12, or be $13 from the 1st of November. So I'll just show you inside the van. They're all high roof, and they got seat belts, air conditioning, and your own personal seat. And it's the only trusted company that I trust in Phnom Penh, and well worth the effort. For $15 or $16 you get to travel, and with the new motorway it only takes 2 hours now from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville, or Sihanoukville back. Or if you're going to Kep or Kampot, it's $8 and it's less than an hour on the new motorway. So 2 hours from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville, where the old road used to take 5-6 hours. Now, word of warning here, some of the bus companies charge you $6, $7, $8 to Sihanoukville. They don't use the new highway. They still use the old highway, which is a 6-hour trip. So pay a few dollars extra and go by a bus company that takes the new motorway. So always ask when you book your tickets, are they using the old highway or the new highway? And the difference is 4 hours travelling time. And no tuk-tuks or motorbikes under 500cc are permitted on the motorway. So if you've got a motorbike, it has to be 500cc or more to be able to use the new motorway. So if you've got a small motorbike, you cannot use the motorway. You have to go the long way around. So I make that a warning. It has to be more than 500cc, the motorbike. But this is the luxury travel to Sihanoukville, Kep Beach and Kampot, these vans. And this is the most trusted company. So that's the name of the company up here. The most trusted in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. And they've got offices in Kep, Kampot, Sihanoukville and Serendipity. I'm taking the very first van at 6:30 a.m. That avoids all the grid light traffic, because the motorway doesn't start until after the Phnom Penh airport. And if you get any van after, or any bus or any vehicle after 7:30 in the morning, it's gridlocked for over an hour to get to the new motorway. So always get the very, very first van or bus or whatever mode of transport you're going, get it before 7 a.m. Otherwise the traffic is gridlocked and you spend an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, getting just a short distance from Phnom Penh city out to the new motorway. If you want to leave your hotel or wherever you're staying, motel, guest house, you can come here early and have your coffee and some breakfast at the station. Don't leave it till the last moment, because they leave right on time. And if it's busy, your tuk-tuk could be held up in traffic and you'll miss your bus. I got to make another warning here that a lot of the bus companies show photos of brand new buses, but when they and they say there's $7, $6, but when the buses arrive, or you arrive at the bus company, it's an old rust bucket about 20 years old. The air conditioners don't work and the windows don't come down, and it hasn't been cleaned out for weeks, and it's really filthy inside. So, you know, by saving $2 or $3, don't get caught by using those old rust buckets that travel about 60 kilometres an hour. On the new motorway, these vans can do 120 kilometres an hour, and a bus is limited to 60 kilometres an hour on the new motorway. So they take twice as long to get there. These vans take 2 hours from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville, or about 45 minutes going to Kep, and Kampot about 50 minutes. So this is really the best way of travelling if you're going to Kep Beach, Kampot or Sihanoukville, is to use this company. I'm going to give you the times the van takes to get from here to the new motorway, the time involved, and then I'll show you the entering the new motorway and the toll gates, and then from then on I'll just take a few photos, because I'm going to try and condense this video down to 20 minutes. I'm going to Sihanoukville and arrive at Sihanoukville. I spend 2 hours in Sihanoukville, and I'll do a small video about Sihanoukville added to the end of this video and some photos, and then I'm coming back from Sihanoukville to Phnom Penh this afternoon at 2 p.m. So I'll try and condense it all down to 20 minutes just to show you the process, and at the end of this video I'll add a little video and some photos about Sihanoukville, and I'll do a little video on Sihanoukville for you. So I'm going to try and condense it down to 20 minutes with an added video at the end. So if you want to see some photos and a little 3 or 4 minute video on Sihanoukville, and I'll add it to the end of this video. So that's where the driver seats, and number 1 seat is in the middle here, but the best seat is number 2. This seat here, number 2, you've got your own door and access to your own air conditioner and the full windscreen. So this is seat number 2, and if you've got a partner like a female who's a little bit smaller, she can seat number 1. So seat number 2 is the most popular, so book at least 4 or 5 days ahead in the tourist season. Ask for number 2, and if you've got more than 2 people in your party, you can change halfway. So seat number 2 uses your own door, you got your own door, and seats 3 to number 10 use the sliding door. So these are the seats. They've got seat belts, and all your luggage goes in the back, and the high roof. Each person's got their own air conditioner. So this is seats between 1 and 10. So the vans only hold 12 people altogether. So this is what it's like inside. Real luxury travel for $15. I mean, you can't better than this. It's better than an airline. And really, really cold air conditioner, and you can work your own air conditioner above your head, where the old buses have got no air conditioning and rust buckets. So this is the view you get from number 2 seat, right up the front. So if you're doing any videoing or taking photos, it's the best seat to get, number 2. Got your own air conditioner, and you can charge your mobile phone if your mobile phone needs charging. And all these vans are the latest models, you know, and the Mercedes vans. This one actually is a Ford, but most of them are Mercedes. This is the latest model. And I've got CCTV and got notices, please be quiet, so no loud talking. So this is what I'll be saying. So I'll tell you the exact time it takes to get from here to the entrance of the motorway. And once again, I'll warn you, you have to get the 7:30 or 7:30 a.m. or 7 a.m. bus to avoid the gridlock traffic going from here past the airport to the entrance of the motorway. If you get the 8 or 9 o'clock transportation, doesn't matter which one you're using, you're gridlocked for over an hour in traffic trying to get to the new motorway. So the earlier you go, the quicker it gets. This is the name of the travel agency on Riverside between Street 144 and 136 where you book. Loretta Expresses. So go in here and book, and if you want number 2, book at least 3 or 4 days ahead, and if it's a busy Christmas New Year period you need to book about 7 days ahead because these are the most popular seats, number 2. It's taken 41 minutes to get from city centre to the entrance to the motorway, the toll gates. If you're in a private vehicle driving it yourself, it's $12.50 to Sihanoukville or $6.50 to Kep or Kampot. This is the start of the new motorway, but if you'd left at 8 o'clock you'd add another 30 to 40 minutes travelling time because of the gridlock traffic. So here we go from the new motorway from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville. 187 kilometres in 2 hours travel time, which takes off 4 hours from the old road. No motorcycles under 500cc permitted. So if you're driving a motorbike, it has to be over 500cc. For private vehicles, speed limit is 120 kilometres an hour, and for all other vehicles 100 kilometres an hour. And it's a dual lane, 2 ways either way, from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville and return. We've been travelling for about 1 hour, and this is the halfway point, and they did a detour off the main road to come to this halfway point for toilets and something to eat, and it's a 20-minute stop, and then they'll go back onto the motorway. So when we took the old road, it used to be 4 hours or 3.5 hours to get here. It's only taken 1 hour on the new motorway. This is the old highway that used to go from Sihanoukville to Phnom Penh. It used to take between 5 and 6, sometimes 7 hours to do. And we've just taken an exit to have a 20-minute toilet stop and then back on the new motorway, which only takes 2 hours. So the new motorway is taken off anything between 4 and 6 hours off the old motorway, off the old road that used to go through all the villages. You know, it's a great improvement in time. These are the ladies and men's toilets at the halfway stop. They're all modern amenities. I'll go and check the men's toilets out. So they've got Western sized toilets and wash hand basins. So everything's nice and clean and fresh at the halfway stop by using this transit luxury Loretta Express from Phnom Penh to Cambodia, from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville. So all the restrooms are clean, same as the ladies, and the men are urinals. You know, everything's clean, so there's no worries about hygiene using this company at their halfway stop, toilet stop. And if you don't use the toilet and you've had something to eat or you want to freshen up, there's plenty of wash hand basins and everything's clean. On the motorway, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Add 20 minutes for the toilet stop and 27 minutes getting from Phnom Penh city to the entrance. So the later you leave it, the longer it takes you to get through Phnom Penh city, so leave early. So we just come across these in Sihanoukville. There's lots of them. Lots of them all over here. Young ones, adults. And the big male over there, and there's lots of them over there. And you can see them all along the side of the road there. So if you contact Mango, I'll leave his details below the comments and contacts, and he will take you to where these monkeys are in Sihanoukville. Mango, the Tuk Tuk driver who speaks English. So I'll leave all my details and he will take you to this place where all the monkeys are. And here's this Tuk Tuk here. Here he is here, Mango. very reliable, trustworthy, speaks English and knows everything about Sihanoukville. So if you come to Sihanoukville, I'll leave my contact details down below and you contact him by WhatsApp number. I'll leave my WhatsApp number on his photo and you contact him and he will do the rest for you. He'll pick you up wherever you get dropped off at the airport or a bus station or anywhere, and he knows everything about. Otherwise all the other tuk-tuk drivers will rip you off. This man's honest and he knows me. He knows John from Australia.
Yes, I know very well, Sean.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I know everyone. Welcome to Sihanoukville. Need a tuk-tuk around somewhere the place. Please contact to me. We welcome all in my city.
Yeah, come and see Mango. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And he will come and take you to all where all the monkeys are found, or take you to any destination you want to the ferries to Conron. He'll do everything for you and you won't get ripped off. This is the other model. We're going back from Sihanoukville to Phnom Penh this afternoon. So you can see the seat configuration is a little bit different, but same with the air conditioning above, exactly the same. Everyone gets a drink and cold wipe, and it's got a step to step up in, and the front seat is a little bit different. Each one has actually got their own seat. So this is seat number 2, which is the best seat in the van, and that's seat number 1, and then the driver sits over there. So seat 1 and 2 is the best if you want a windscreen view. Otherwise you have to enter via the sliding doors, and they lug all your luggage in the back and push it under the seats. So that's how high the vans are. You can stand up inside them. And when you're travelling with them, you're fully insured against any accidents that happen, or you lose any property. It's all fully insured with this company. Right, it's 2 p.m. Wednesday, 12th of October 2022, and we're leaving, or I'm leaving Sihanoukville, going back to Phnom Penh, and I've just done a round trip, and I'll keep you updated as we go along. Right, back to Phnom Penh on the new motorway. The advantage of having number 1 or number 2 seat, you got the full windscreen view instead of sitting at the back. You can work your own air conditioner. You've got your own curtains for the side window, and you can charge your mobile phone, and you can put the air conditioner up hot or cold, or colder I should say, if you want to. So this is the best seats, number 1, if you've got a partner, and if there's 2 or 3 years travelling, 2 can sit in the front, and then at halfway you just change over seats and you sit in the back and the new people sit up in the front. So book early and book number 2. If you're travelling by yourself, number 2 is the best seat, and then if you've got a partner, book her number 1 or him number 1.